Okay, good morning everyone, and welcome to this week's assembly, which is delivered by me, Mr. Bridge. This week's theme, as you can see, is water is life and clean water is healthy. I want to start the assembly with a little bit of a story for you, okay? I once had a friend and they ran a pet store, and I went to get a fish tank and some fish from him, and on a visit to buy some new fish, I asked him how do I look after the fish, as they were a species that I'd never had before. His reply was not what I was expecting. He said to me, keeping fish is not about looking after fish, it's about looking after water. Over the next few months, I was to learn how important this was. My weekly fish care routine involved adding chemicals to the water to keep it safe and changing the water on a regular basis. Keeping the water clean and safe allowed the fish to remain healthy. I quickly learned the importance of looking after water. Our planet is known as the blue planet because 71% of it is covered by water. This is the appearance of it from space. Our seas contain amazing wildlife. The great white is one of the most fierce predators on the planet. The coral reefs are great areas of biodiversity. There are many unusual sea creatures that live in our oceans, like the seahorse, and the blue whale is the largest creature on the planet. Therefore, it is important that we look after the water on our planet to keep it healthy. However, we know there are many challenges to keeping our water healthy. Litter, and in particular plastic, is starting to build up in our oceans. Ellen MacArthur, an English sailor who held the record for the fastest solo circumnavigation around the world, believes that by 2050 we will have more plastic in the oceans than fish. We need to change our behaviours to prevent this from happening and keep our oceans healthy. Oil spillages have a devastating impact on the ocean and its wildlife. The oil is difficult to clean up, and Scientific America says that this can remain in the oceans for more than 40 years. As we burn fossil fuels, carbon dioxide is released. This dissolves in the oceans to make them more acidic. This can dissolve the shells of sea creatures and prevents them from growing. It also causes the bleaching of coral reefs to occur at a faster rate as the seas become more acidic. As these coral reefs are destroyed, the animals that live in them lose their habitats, and this destroys the ecosystems. Therefore, again, it shows that keeping water healthy helps life to be healthy. Looking after the water means we're looking after life. So we know that our planet is the blue planet, and we know that it's covered 71% of it by water. Only 0.5% of that water is safe for us to drink. Human beings need safe, clean water to be healthy. Our bodies are 70% water. In order to function properly, our organs need a regular supply of water. We need to drink 2 litres of water a day to keep ourselves healthy. We've seen that if we don't look after the planet, the water on our planet will become unhealthy. This will have an impact on the wildlife and habitats. In the same way, if we don't look after the water in our bodies by drinking enough clean water, we will become dehydrated and ill. On this slide are some of the processes that take place in our bodies that require us to be hydrated. Looking after ourselves by drinking enough water to be healthy forms part of a bigger picture in terms of looking after our well-being. These 5 areas have been identified as key aspects of looking after our well-being. It is important that we look after ourselves in this way. This is highlighted by Stephen Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He says, to get a golden egg, we must look after the goose. Therefore, if we expect ourselves to function well and get the most out of life, we need to look after ourselves. I'm going to go through these points, but we must remember that we have to respect the current government guidance around social distancing. So, connecting with others, humans are social beings. Connecting with others is an important part of our lives. The current situation, as the video shows, means that it is not possible to connect in our normal ways. We can use technology to connect, and sometimes it's about connecting with our own families at home. This can mean putting down the electronic devices so that we can pay attention to our family by talking and listening attentively, finding ways to spend time with our families so that we can connect. Doing physical activity is great for our bodies. It makes our cardiovascular system stronger. It also makes our bodies become stronger. It can help our minds by relieving stress, making us feel happier, and it gives us confidence. We are lucky in where we live, as we have opportunities to find open spaces around us in which we can walk and run and go for a ride. There are many opportunities to take part in other forms of exercise. For example, Joe Wicks does a HIIT session every morning. It's a great way to make a positive start to your day. I'm aware that many people have taken the opportunity to learn new skills. These include making music, painting and drawing, learning a new language, learning to play a musical instrument, cooking, and as many shops have closed, many people have been learning to repair things. Learning new things can give you a focus, and they're a great way to develop your confidence. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that can be used to help you to learn new skills. Robert Ingersoll, who was an American lawyer and writer, said that we rise by lifting others. Helping others gives you a positive feeling. It gives you a sense of identity and purpose. It is the little things that can make a difference. Saying thank you to those that have helped you, and asking people how they are, and really listening and paying attention to their response. The final part was being present in the moment. This means that we don't worry about the past or the future, and this is called being mindful. To do this, you have to be aware of your thoughts and feelings and what is going on around you at this moment. A good way to do this is by focusing on your breathing. People will use short meditations to help them to be present in the moment. I'd like to ask you to give this a try. In a moment, I'm going to play a 1-minute mindful meditation for you. Make sure that you're sitting comfortably. You can close your eyes or you can choose to focus on the image on the screen. You will need to listen carefully to the guidance that you'll be given during the 1 minute. So get yourselves ready to start, and we're going to start.
Close your eyes, and we'll take a few moments to calm your mind and body. Soften your face, your neck, and shoulders. Do your best to fully let go. And turn your attention to the breath, the calming breath, the soothing breath. Take long, slow breaths, full and deep. Breathing in, I am calm. Breathing out, I'm at peace.
So hopefully you can see it doesn't take very long to give yourself the opportunity to be mindful. So in summary, our life depends on having clean water. Our bodies need 2 litres of water a day to be healthy. Looking after ourselves in this way means that we can look after our well-being. Can you include the 5 points of well-being in your routine? Can you challenge yourself to learn something new? It could be fun and you will enjoy it. I'm going to leave you with a final thought. That if we want to look after fish, you need to look after the water. Take care everyone, and hopefully see you all soon.